You know, there's this old statistic. You've probably heard it, right?
Oh, the one about the spiders?
Yeah, that you're never more than 6 feet away from a spider. It's probably just an urban legend.
Sure. But it works because of that fear of proximity.
Yeah.
It's not just that the thing exists, it's that it's right there with you.
Exactly. It's that idea of something unseen in your own space. So take that feeling, that primal fear, but get rid of the spider.
And replace it with something engineered.
Something engineered, something intelligent.
Right.
And the whole myth part, that's gone too. This is the reality we're breaking down today.
It is a terrifying new reality. And our main source for this is the investigative series, The Shadow Ledger.
An incredible piece of work by Sarah Vance.
Just truly brave reporting.
And we should set the scene for you. Vance is writing from right now. It's January 18th, 2026.
Right. So it's been 3 years since what she calls the Kontoo incident.
June 15th, 2023.
The day it all started to unravel, even if, we didn't really notice until the bodies started showing up.
So for this deep dive, our mission is to look at the machine behind the monster. We're talking about Kontoo Industries.
A corporation sitting on a $1 trillion empire?
Australian-dollar empire, yeah. Shaking hands with world leaders while at the very same time, the National Guard is hunting its biological experiments in the woods.
And that's the core of it, isn't it?
Yeah.
How does a company thrive when its products are literally hunting its customers? It breaks all the rules.
Let's start with those products, the biology. Because Vance identifies two specific creatures that, well, they become household names.
The common monster and the raycon.
And people mix them up all the time, but Vance is very, very clear.
Oh, she draws a sharp line. And she stresses, these aren't Bigfoot. They're not some ancient curse.
They walked out of a laboratory?
They're intellectual property. They have serial numbers.
Which is somehow so much worse.
It implies intent. Look, the common monster, it's a physical threat, sure, but the raycon is a psychological weapon.
Okay, let's drill down on the raycon, because this is the one that really dominates the source material. We have testimony from the whistleblower, Dr. Daniel Lee.
He was on the inside. He saw it being developed.
So what's its main feature? What makes it so uniquely terrifying?
It's vocal mimicry. But, that word doesn't really do it justice. It's not like a parrot.
Right. It's not just repeating sounds.
No. Dr. Lee says it has the biology to perfectly replicate human speech. But it's the intelligence behind it. It uses speech contextually.
It's a lure, like a trap.
It's a predator trap that uses empathy as bait. Think about an anglerfish with its little light. The raycon dangles something you can't ignore.
And Vance lists these documented cases, right?
And they are just gut-wrenching. It can sound like a crying child or a police officer shouting orders during a crisis.
Oh, that's chilling. You're trained your whole life to run towards those sounds.
Exactly. But it gets worse. It can mimic your spouse, your partner. It can capture the exact timbre of their voice when they're in pain.
So play that out. You're on a hike. You hear your partner screaming for help. Your brain doesn't think. It just says, protect.
You run right toward the sound.
And that's how it gets you.
It weaponizes your own humanity against you. And this was all part of something Dr. Lee called Project Hyperspecies.
Which means it wasn't a mistake.
Far from it. These things are working exactly as intended. They have superior intelligence, superior adaptability.
And that explains why we haven't just, wiped them out. It's been 3 years.
Right. The first one that escaped in 23. It was smart enough to evade all the containment teams, and now its offspring are out there. They're learning.
So you can't just set a simple trap.
For something that understands what a trap is, no. It's like playing chess against a predator.
And we're losing.
We are definitely on the back foot.
Okay, so that's the biological horror show. But the part of Vance's reporting that's almost more infuriating is the corporate side.
Oh, yeah.
You'd think the company responsible would be a crater, the CEO in jail.
In a rational world, yes. But Kontoo mastered the art of being, well, not just too big to fail. They're too big to find.
The fragmentation strategy.
Exactly.
Yep.
Vance walks us through their physical locations. You start in San Francisco.
In the glass tower, yeah, we've all seen the pictures.
The public relations building. It's all smiles and potted plants. But there are no decision makers there. It's a firewall, a very pretty decoy.
So to find the real work, you have to go global.
And the list is, it's a masterclass in corporate camouflage.
Yeah.
You've got the Pharmaceuticals Institute in Basel, Switzerland.
Do medical research.
Essential medical research. They control key treatments.
Yeah.
So you can't sanction them without causing a medicine shortage in your own country.
It's leverage.
Total leverage. Then there's the new Eden Biolab in Costa Rica.
That's their green-friendly face.
Right. Sustainable future, saving the planet. That buys them so much goodwill.
Then you jump to Japan. Tsukuba.
Robocore facility, pushing the boundaries of AI. So now governments are afraid to shut them down because they want access to the tech.
Can't fall behind. And then there's the armament dynamics site in the Negev Desert.
Defense systems. So now they're embedded with the military.
Yeah.
They're literally arming the people who might be sent to stop them.
In Cambridge, Massachusetts.
The biotech hub.
Yeah.
Right next to MIT and Harvard. That gives them legitimacy, access to the best new talent.
So when you put it all on a map, what's the strategy?
It's structural. They've woven themselves into the fabric of the global system. They're a load-bearing wall for healthcare, defense, tech.
So if you try to pull them down...
You risk bringing the whole house down on top of yourself. They've made it so that hurting them hurts us more.
It's a macroeconomic hostage situation.
That is the perfect way to put it. You can't remove the parasite without killing the host.
Which brings us to the central mystery of Vance's investigation. We see all these tentacles, but where's the brain?
Because it is clearly not in that glass tower in San Francisco.
This is where we go back to Dr. Lee, his testimony from March 2024.
Right. He described a place called the Sound and Sensory Lab, and it doesn't match any of those public locations.
He called it a city, not a building, a city with factories, test sites.
And submarine docks. You don't hide submarine docks in a business park in Cambridge.
So Vance's team did what good journalists do. They followed the supply chain.
Because even a secret city needs toilet paper. It needs food. It needs massive amounts of raw biological materials. You can't hide those logistics.
And they found that shipments going to places like New Eden and Pharmacynth, they just disappear.
They fall off the grid. In a very specific part of the South Pacific.
Southwest of the Pitcairn Islands.
An area the shipping coordinators call the Black Hole. There's nothing on the maps, no islands, no shipping lanes.
Just empty ocean.
On paper. But local fishermen, they call it the hidden land. They report bizarre sudden storms, radar dead zones.
So what is it? An underwater base? An island they've scrubbed from the satellites?
Vance thinks it could be both. A physical island hidden by electronic jamming.
Yeah.
But the point is, this is where the money goes. This is where the real work happens.
This is the Raycon factory.
This is the nest.
Yeah.
And maybe where they're building version 2.
And that brings us to today, to 2026. Because this isn't over. Kontoo is winning awards. They're signing energy deals.
They are normalizing. But Vance got one last piece of intel just before she published about the Astrotech spaceport in Australia.
At first glance, that just seems like another business venture, right? Kontoo gets into the space race.
Sure, but the launch schedules are classified at an insane level. And her source, on the ground there in Woomera.
What did the source say? This is the detail that just it reframes everything.
The source claimed the cargo being loaded onto the rockets was breathing.
Breathing cargo.
2 words. And the whole equation changes. They created a hyperspecies that could adapt and hunt on Earth. Now they were launching biologicals into orbit.
So if the Raycon was for Earth,
Yeah.
what are they building for space?
Are they testing zero-G adaptations? Are they seeding life somewhere else? Or are they weaponizing orbit?
Or is it an escape plan?
That's a very real possibility. If the planet gets too hot, if journalists like Vance get too close to the hidden land,
The ultimate secure facility is a space station.
a lab that can never be raided, a place no whistleblower can ever leave, the ultimate high ground.
It's the ultimate escalation. We're in this world where you have to worry about a creature in the woods mimicking your family.
While the company that made it is powering your city and launching rockets.
The cognitive dissonance is staggering. We have to depend on the very thing that's trying to kill us.
The monster isn't just the Raycon anymore, it's the whole system, the whole corporation.
So that spider analogy from the beginning, it's not just in the corner anymore. It owns the building.
It's the landlord, and it's renovating. The Kontoo incident wasn't the end. It was the proof of concept.
What a terrifying thought. So before we wrap this up, I want to leave you with the final warning from Sarah Vance, because it brings all this corporate conspiracy stuff right back down to personal safety.
To the ground level. Yeah.
She writes, if you are in the woods and you hear a voice that sounds exactly like you, she says, run.
Don't hesitate. Don't look back. Just run.
It's a heavy lesson for 2026, isn't it? Hearing isn't believing anymore. Our instincts have to change if we're going to survive.
Stay skeptical.
And stay safe. Thanks for joining us for this deep dive into the Shadow Ledger. We'll catch you next time.